What's up, sub fans around the world, and welcome back to another video, and welcome back to a beautiful day out here in Sweden. Today we are going to do a little bit of an update on the rear wheel drive build. You can see that the engine is out, and if you follow me on Instagram you have seen a little bit about the post and the stuff going on this car. So right now we are doing a phase 2 build of this car. So step 1 was to get the car ready for the road legal, rear wheel driven Saab 9.5, the first of its kind. And that has been done, so that is cleared out. I've still had a bit of oil pressure issues, so now I have decided I will go full send and build a dry sump for this car. Because I think the custom oil pans has been the issue all the time. They are too shallow, so the pickup doesn't stick far down enough, and the oil pan has been a little bit wild, so sometime during driving it has started to suck air, and then it will read low oil pressure, and yeah, stuff is just messed up. So I'm going to build a dry sump. So the oil pump will have access to oil all the time, no matter if it's high G's in a corner or whatever, because it's not really an idea to build a deeper oil pan, because the engine sits so low when it sits twisted. And the other thing is that this video is about a scam, and I got scammed completely by a company in Lithuania. If you know it, it's called RRR.LT or Ovoko, and it's really a marketplace for, like, I don't know if it's limited, but states in the east, they have like this marketplace. So if you are a junkyard or shopping with used parts, you could sell parts through them and put on ads on their site. They have really good prices, and previously I just heard good things about them until I bought a gearbox myself. So in stage 2 build of this car, we are going to switch out the 6-speed manual that has been sold. We are going to go with an 8 HP 70 gearbox. So this is a modern BMW. It's in a lot of cars, but it's a modern automatic transmission with 8 gears, shifts super fast, and you have the ability to go full auto mode or full manual mode, and you have different modes to go through. And I will use a MaxxECU race to run this gearbox. And I will put up a little clip of Rasse, who has a BMW E46 with a tuned Saab engine in it. And just listen to these shifts because they are so crisp. So as you could see from those little clips, it moves so fast, and it doesn't drop torque between the shift. It just keeps on pulling and pulling. So I have got myself an BMW shifter. This is from an F11 BMW. So this is not installed yet, but this will be able to either shift manually or you could shift fully automatic. And I have also installed paddles, which this is Saab OEM. So really nice shift paddles, and I think I could wire them in because they are running the CAN system. So I will attach them to the MaxxECU race, and we will have like a Saab GTR which you could shift like. So this will be so sick. But in order to get this to work, we need an engine that works, and we need a gearbox that works. That's why I'm making this video. So the oil pan on this gearbox is plastic and it's very fine threaded. So I had to use like a bit that is not supposed to be in this. So I was not able to get it loose either way. So I think this will work really good. So I will replace the pan when I do a real service, because this plastic, of course, it's not reusable as many times as you would like. So as you could see from that video, I just dropped the oil. I saw that it was shimmering a little bit, so I decided to lift off the oil pan and I found out this. So now you won't be able to see a lot, but you will see small pieces in here. Now they have been removed quite a bit, but if I take up the oil pan, you will see this is not how it should look. This is toasted. And I guess the parts has been running around. I mean, this is not just a little bit of gunk. This is like full pieces. Something is terribly wrong inside of this gearbox. And this wasn't cheap, even though it was from a cheaper site, you could say. It was not cheap at all. And it's a real gamble. Of course, it's been on a crashed car or whatever, but I sent all the evidence to this company. So here comes the funny part. It's being managed by Ovoko or RRR.LT, the site, the marketplace, and they will communicate with the seller on like my behalf or whatever. And they have a policy that says that you have free return within 14 days. And you will get a quick refund, it states on the side. And like every seller on the site is a top seller. So it looks like they have 5 stars and everyone is the best in the world. But if you go outside and just like Google and look at reviews, it doesn't look so positive anymore. So what I did at least was I sent back the gearbox. I had all the evidence, I had the pictures, I had a video that I showed you right now. And I said that I noticed something when I serviced the gearbox. It has not been in a car, and I sent them the video as well. I just lifted off the oil pan to see how it looks. Of course I wanted to look at the mechatronics, but the idea was to lift off the oil pan, see how everything is looking. And I found all these pieces inside of the gearbox. So clearly it was sold damaged. So I contacted them and the company disputed my refund with saying that I had disassembled the gearbox. What I also did was I painted outside of the gearbox to make it nice, because I was aiming to use the gearbox. But despite of that, if you put that to the side, they said that I disassembled the gearbox, and I just lifted off the oil pan and saw that it was trash. And that's not good enough. So they gave me two options. You have 5 days to choose whether you want the gearbox back free of charge, or we will just scrap it, no refund. And I told them that, okay, that's not good enough. I want my refund, because it's clear that it was sold as a trash gearbox. And they still didn't comply. And this goes through a middle step. So I'm not in direct contact with the seller. So I will put the company's name that sold me this gearbox down here so everyone could see. because this isn't fun at all. And when I dropped this news on Instagram, I immediately got a message from another guy in Sweden who also got like scammed by this company. And I also been in contact with another one that has also been scammed by this company. So it's clearly that they don't take responsibility of what they sell, and when they have sold it, they just keep the money, doesn't get you any refund, claim that you are the reason for the scrapped part, which is just stupid. I got all the evidence. So I thought to myself, okay, I have already waited, like this video, when I record this, it was like 1.5, 2 months since I bought the gearbox. And this just sets me back. I want the car out and running, enjoying the summer. And I put so much time and effort into building these cars. I want it to work. And I solve like small puzzle pieces once at a time. And I just want everything to work in the end. And I think I have a very good plan. But now it will be a rebuilt engine. I have a plan for the 8 HP 70 gearbox, so I will fix that as well. I could gone the long route with a third party or using external authorities to claim the money back, but we will probably be in like next year or something like that, and it's very unsure if the money will get back. So I would just solve this my own way and we will be up and running soon again. So I have from Maptune a brand new crankshaft, I have new bearings, we will rebuild the engine, I will get the dry sump pump and we will get that set up, and I think that will be the end of the oil problems, at least for a while. And then we will have a super snappy and rapid gearbox. So I think this car in the end will be so much fun to drive. We just need to keep pushing forward a little bit, despite what happens. This is not fun at all, but I just wanted to create a little bit of awareness and start doing these vlogs again and get the project up and running, because that's what I do. So really sad news, but we will fix it and sort it out somehow. I hope everyone having a great weekend, and if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I will see you in the next video, and we will fix this 8 HP gearbox. Bye.